So we have seen in the other video that ChatGPT isn't really good at teaching you natural conversational Japanese. But that doesn't mean you can't use AI to learn Japanese. AI is actually really helpful. For example, it can teach you basic grammar. Teach me basic. Wow, it summarizes Japanese grammar pretty well. And it's actually much better than bad textbooks like Minna no Nihongo. Forget about traditional textbooks. Just use ChatGPT. But GPT-4 is pretty slow, so I'm gonna switch to GPT 3.5. Some of the important grammatical concepts are particles and inflections. So let me ask ChatGPT to teach me Japanese inflections. Teach me Japanese word inflections. Well, this is pretty concise. So we have three types of verbs in Japanese: ut verbs, root verbs, and irregular verbs. So let me ask ChatGPT to give me some examples. Give me examples of ut verbs. 飲む、読む、書く、泳ぐ、歌う、遊ぶ、話す、見る。Wait a minute. 見る is a root verb. 着る is a root verb. Okay, maybe ChatGPT is not perfect. How about GPT-4? Maybe it's better. Give me examples of ut verbs. Oh, it's giving me basic conjugations. This is pretty nice and it's accurate. But as you can see, AI isn't always accurate. So you still have to learn basic Japanese, and if you want to learn Japanese with me, I will teach you the kind of Japanese the real-life Japanese people today actually speak, because textbooks and apps don't do that. So click the link in the description and subscribe to my email group. Can I ask a very tough question? What's the difference between wa and ga? These are not good explanations, and I don't think beginners can learn a lot from these examples. But to be fair, this is a very tricky thing to explain, so I don't expect AI to give you perfect explanations. What's the difference between リンゴは好きです and リンゴが好きです? This is a pretty decent explanation. So we use リンゴは好きです for example when we compare different fruits, just as ChatGPT said. And リンゴが好きです is more like a general statement. So this is a pretty good explanation. But then again, don't blindly trust ChatGPT. But the most amazing way of using AI to learn Japanese, in my opinion, is to ask it to break down sentences. For example, when you come across a sentence that you want to understand, you can ask AI to break it down.
応募じゃなかったっけ？
お前は何でも知ってるな。
何でもは知らないわよ。知ってることだけ。
Okay, let's try the sentence. Explain this sentence word by word with part of speech. 何でもは知らないわよ。知ってることだけ。See, this is amazing. It explains every single word with some explanations. I've always recommended using authentic materials as soon as possible, and with AI, it has become even easier to do so. Let's try another one.
デンジ君、エッチなことはね、相手のことを理解すればするほど気持ちよくなれると私は思うんだ。
Let's try this. Oh, it stops generating, so if a sentence is too long, maybe it doesn't really work. But you can just break down the sentence into smaller parts, so this wouldn't be a huge problem. Ideally, I think it would be better if it explained this expression すればするほど, the more you do, the more something. But that would be asking too much. This is pretty good. Now, I have an idea. What if I tried an incorrect sentence? Intentionally incorrect sentence.
なるほど、白薙さん。
ものすげえかっこいいからむしろそっちの名前に改名したいくらいだが、しかし橋口、何度も繰り返して言うように僕の名前は荒木だ。
失礼、噛みました。
違う、わざとだ。
噛みまみた。
わざとじゃない。
So she said 噛みまみた, which is not a correct sentence, but she did it on purpose. The correct one is, of course, 噛みました. So let me ask ChatGPT. Wait a minute. Wow, it it made up an imaginary word, mamita, which is apparently the past form of meta. This word doesn't exist. It's pretty interesting that ChatGPT invents words like this. Actually, when I tried last time, it actually gave us the correct version. Let me try GPT 3.5. No, oh, interesting. It was correct last time, now it's wrong. So I think it just learned the wrong information. But it's fine, it's not perfect, but it's still very useful. Now, a lot of people ask me, where can I find Japanese subtitles, or what if it doesn't have Japanese subtitles? Well, there's actually a lot of things you can do. For example, there's a lot of speech-to-text services that can transcribe audio automatically. So you can use them, and if you use Premiere Pro, it can actually transcribe audio automatically. You can also upload private videos on YouTube, and YouTube transcribes audio automatically. And of course, you can also use Google Translate because the app has a speech-to-text feature. So let me try this. I'm not gonna transcribe everything, but let me play this clip to give you some context.
君たちはいつもそうだね。事実をありのままに伝えると決まって同じ反応をする。わけがわからないよ。
So we're gonna transcribe わけがわからないよ that Cube said.
わけがわからないよ。
And it worked. And once you get the text, you can ask ChatGPT. Voila. But わけがわからないよ is more like an expression in itself, so you can probably just read the translation. So you can just go ahead and learn some Japanese with AI. But AI isn't always accurate, and knowing basic Japanese really helps. So if you want to learn Japanese with me, I will teach you the kind of Japanese the real-life Japanese people today actually speak, because textbooks and apps give you really unnatural and not even correct Japanese sometimes. So click the link and subscribe to my email group, Japanese with Yuta.